Well, it is still March the 14th, 2020, and we're in town right now, down here at the Kroger parking lot, getting gasoline. And from the look of things, things look like people are still out moving about and stuff on this first day of the first national emergency I've ever experienced in my lifetime. People are out moving around. I just got some information from my mom. The Catholic Church, there's about a 50-50 chance next weekend that they will not have Mass at St. Paul's. And the penance service may or may not be taking place this week, which is
cooling off quickly.
Pretty normal. And here's Mom, she's back. And I'm just making some commentary for the next installment of my video. And we're just driving around town. And yeah, there's a 50-50 chance that St. Paul's may not have Mass next week, according to our Bishop Spalding, and our priest is talking about the possibility of not having penance services. I've heard that First United Methodist Church has closed its doors indefinitely, and that means that probably that ham fest I was going to go to this afternoon that I decided not to go to was probably canceled. I never heard.
And I asked Father if we could call in our confessions. And he said no.
Father said no call-in confessions, no phone confessions. And what about drive-through?
Oh, I didn't ask about that.
Oh, well, I'll call and ask him. Mom's getting gas right now. Well, you got to have a sense of humor about this stuff, guys. We're on our way to Dairy Queen. And I'll come back and talk to you guys a little bit later on. Okay.
It's open, but it's not unusual.
Yeah, we're driving through town now, and it's not unusual amount of inactivity. It's after 7 o'clock on a Saturday evening, and people are out driving around and stuff. So this first day of the first ever national emergency that I have ever experienced in my lifetime is pretty non-eventful, to be honest with you, with the exception of that some of the local businesses have told me that their volumes have been a little bit lower. But look at here, right in the middle of town here, people are out driving around, and nobody's speeding to get anywhere. So, you know, it's
Cool. Be all right.
that's what Mom said. I think she's got the best take on it. Let's just everybody cool it. It'll be all right. That's for sure. But I'll pick this back up when we get over to Dairy Queen, so you can watch me order my Blizzard.
Parties is open. It's Saturday night.
Yeah, everything's open. Everything's open. And I just got word from Jenny that Jenny Bear, that Food Lion has toilet paper.
Aha,
I told her not to announce that on Facebook. Everybody will go nuts. All right, we'll pick this up in just a minute when we get back over to the Dairy Queen. Now, and I'm gonna keep it kind of low key. Looks like activity is pretty good here. A lot of people eating in and stuff like that. You ready for me? Okay. No sense in cutting in line. But there are people eating in, and the drive-thru is pretty populated too, so people are out and about. We'll come back to you guys in a few. Okay, we're back. So for those of you who don't know, I am visually impaired, and so I felt kind of bad. I almost walked in front of that guy in the Dairy Queen, but that's all taken care of now, no big deal. Anyway, to summarize that little visit, when I talked to the girl behind the counter, she said that business had been down pretty much all day, but then I think as the evening set in and dinner time started up, people were tired of sitting around at home, and everybody was out getting dinner at all of the fast food places. And there were people inside and people in the drive-through, I can't even talk, but they were doing that in the evening. But the general consensus is that things have been pretty quiet up until the evening here in town. And so that's kind of the general consensus of it. Well, that's kind of the summary of the trip into town. It's raining, and I've got our dinner, so we're gonna go eat, and I'll give you a little bit more later on. But anyway, that's kind of where we stand right now. The Catholic Church is talking about not having masses for the next couple of weeks while they figure out what they're gonna do about this whole business. And they're even talking about not having penance services. So there you go. There's a little summary of our evening. It is Sunday, March 15th, day 2 of the national emergency. And while the crowds are thicker, a little slightly thicker, well, I don't see any major panic. Like everything is still in the shelves and everything. People still not buying up all the pickles. And I'm looking for something and I can't find it. Let's get out of this aisle real quick. I don't really want to be on an aisle where people are standing around because people don't appreciate being filmed on YouTube. But it's not overly crowded for a Sunday afternoon, really.
Yeah, it's where the side is.
Let's see. I'm in the juice aisle right now. What's happening?
How's it going?
You guys behaving?
No.
No?
No.
Is everybody still buying up all the toilet paper?
We don't have any of that.
You don't have any?
No, that's a myth.
Oh, okay. So you have no. Martin says there is no toilet paper.
No.
What?
Jesus took it away because we weren't good people.
Oh, okay. So the toilet paper got raptured.
Yes, he said you're done.
Oh.
No more.
And can I quote you on that for YouTube?
No.
I'm looking for some stuff. I'm just trying to get my regular meals here amongst all of this. You guys have a good one. Don't work too hard.
I'm not going to.
Watch your leg here. Don't jump up too quick. Oh, looking at the bargains. Let's see. We got. Don't think anybody wants it. Wait a minute. Whoa. Hold on. At a time like this, we gotta have our Chips Ahoy cookies. That's for sure. 2 for $5 on those Chips Ahoy. We're doing that. Original Chips Ahoy. That's awesome. Hey, how's it going? Doing okay, just taking it easy, trying to get my meals for the week. I gotta get some tuna fish. Let's see, what we want is the pouches. And I want the white albacore. That's not what we want. Let me see here. There it is, 2 pouches. That's bumblebee.
You need some help?
I got it. I found it. 2 pouches of the white albacore.
Oh, that's chilly. I don't think she's gonna like that.
Nope, I got it.
Oh, yeah, you got it.
My mother asked for white albacore tuna and butter pecan ice cream.
Oh, wow. What a combo.
Yep. Let's see. Do I want any of this stuff? Oh. That's broth and stuff. I don't want that. Oh, I know what I wanted on the juice aisle. Contrary to popular opinion, they definitely still have groceries off in here, so we're okay on that. But, oh, holy cow, wait a minute. Now that is interesting. The ramen is gone. All but the little cups. Look at that, y'all. The ramen is gone. Except for the little cups. I guess I won't be getting that. It's a good thing I got some. I'm gonna grab some more chicken with rice soup if I can find it. Okay. This will be where the mac and cheese and stuff is. We'll grab that. Anyway, let me finish doing a little bit. Okay, we're back. There is absolutely no bottled water. no distilled that I can see. Actually, yeah, there's a little bit of distilled water left. And let me see. Is this good distilled water or is this some kind of flavored stuff? It's hard to tell. Why is there so much of that and not any of the other stuff? Yeah, because this is all that flavored stuff and that fortified junk. It's not, you know, it's not like good bottled water. See, alkaline water, I don't even know what that is. Yeah, there's really no bottled water at all. And for some reason in Tullahoma, the sun drop is almost all gone. I guess everybody's got to feed their caffeine. Whereas Coca-Cola is still pretty much alive and well. So I'm gonna grab some more Coke. So we have some of that in the house. Go on, finish getting the stuff I was gonna get for my meals. We'll go this way. Because I was gonna shop in the meat section.
I'm going to see, but I'm curious.
All right, let's hit that meat section. We'll get back with it. No bottled water today. There'll probably be some. Stores are going to be restocking today. Okay, we're in Food Line. And I did find the bottled water. People are even buying up the napkins. There is not a roll of toilet paper to be seen in the Food Line today. I was just here 2 days ago, and you could still buy it. And there is not a single roll in this store of paper towels, toilet paper, or anything. Gosh almighty, look at that. There is nothing on these shelves, guys. This is incredible. This is the response we're having. It says, oh, there's a notification. Let's see. I can't read what that says, but I'll put it on camera and I'll read it later. Scott paper towels. Something about Scott paper towels. So this is unbelievable, guys. I think there's some packages of individual napkins left. You better get down here and get them because they'll be gone before too long. Some people will be grabbing those up. I don't think I did some purchasing a few days ago, so I'm all right. But there is not a roll of toilet paper in this aisle. Not even any sense in stopping in. Everything's gone. Okay, well, I got what I'm gonna get, so I'm gonna check out, and I will come back to you guys in a little bit. Looks like the beer and the wine are still in plenty of supply, so if you need to drink your sorrows away through this national emergency, then you got plenty of that. There's the old Food Line here in Tullahoma, Tennessee. Oh, there's some paper towels. Okay, I'm home, and let me turn this off for a second and tell you what I observed and what we just saw at the grocery store, and some things I'd like to say about that. But let me turn this TV off for a second here. There we go. So, what I know, I'm in my little hidey hole here in my little room that I just cleaned out last week. And what I've noticed is that even with everybody in a panic about getting... Whoa.
Use the directional buttons on your remote. To get started, press select to sign in with your email address and password, or use down to register on the Amazon website.
Oh, I hit the wrong thing.
Start browsing. Sign in and start watching button. 2 great ways to watch instantly by or right from
I do not want Amazon Prime Video. Whoops. Okay, anyway. Let's do that again. Anyway, so even in this state of panic that everybody's in to get hand sanitizer and toilet paper and bottled water and all of that stuff. And yeah, you saw that the shelves were virtually empty of things like toilet paper, paper towels, ground beef. Let me see if I can remember what all, but there was no ramen in the store. But there was plenty of other stuff. There was plenty of junk food. There was plenty of canned food. There was still a lot of canned soup and stuff. And what I'm hearing is that Tullahoma City Schools is closing a week early and giving everybody 2 weeks of spring break, which isn't necessarily a bad idea. We didn't use a lot of snow days anyway this year. What I'm also hearing is that Publix is closed an hour early so that they can restock their shelves, and Walmart's doing the same thing. No stores are closing indefinitely or anything like that. They're just closing early to restock, and business as usual. And tomorrow, I think, something like that anyway. So this is not the time to start worrying about grocery stores closing. They're just closing early so that they can restock their shelves and get you more of those groceries you're looking for. So don't go running out upon seeing this video worried about your nearest grocery store closing down. We're not there yet, folks. Davidson County, Nashville, Tennessee has just declared, has just declared a state of emergency, which means that they are asking bars and restaurants to close, many of which are currently saying that they're not going to do it. That's a good thing right now. I mean, yeah, I suppose social distancing, as they're calling it, is a good thing, but life still's got to go on, I think. And as long as we're not looking at huge outbreaks right now, I think that to a certain degree, things need to keep moving. And people got to work still, you know. I'm self-employed. I don't see with the new bill they're trying to pass, the coronavirus relief bill they're trying to pass, I don't see them helping me out. I don't see them taking the time to look at me and, you know, self-employed as I am, and help me out with anything. I don't pay into unemployment insurance. I pay my taxes, but they're not going to stop and help me out. So I got to work as long as I can. And fortunately, the kind of business I'm in a controlled environment, so it might not be that bad. I don't have to make a lot of physical contact with my clients, but we'll see as time progresses here. I have just been to the grocery store, and like I said, one of the things that I noticed at Food Lion today was that the customers there, even though they were in a state of panic, everybody was polite. I had one lady, as you saw in the video, ask me if I needed help looking for something. Tuna fish, as a matter of fact, and the other was a gentleman who was helping me find some ibuprofen. So, and everybody was saying, "Excuse me, please, thank you." Everybody was polite. Nobody was freaking out. The store was not overcrowded, thank goodness. But like I said, everybody was polite and nice as they could be, and there was a lot more shopping going on, but everybody was polite, and I'm really proud of that. So that's all good. I'm going to do a scouting mission a little bit later on. I'll take you guys with me to do that. I'm planning on going to the Speedway Market near the house. And then later tonight, I'm going to turn on my ham radio, and we're going to listen to see if anybody's talking about the coronavirus on amateur radio. And we'll do that when the late night nets start up. We'll do all of that a little bit later on tonight. It is Sunday, March 15th, 2020, and we'll be back with more information as it unfolds. Okay, I'm down here in my basement. It is Friday, March 20th, 2020, and well, here's what's going on. It is now the second week, I think, into the entire... This is like the first full week of the whole coronavirus thing. And I'm just kind of walking around downstairs in my basement because honestly, I'm still working. I'm taking students in small groups, and I always have, but that makes it work for me. But anyway, looking at this whole situation, it's been crazy. You don't know what's going to go on from one day to the next. So far, Tennessee isn't on full lockdown yet. I'm just down here in my little room. Tennessee's not on full lockdown yet, but they are asking for groups no greater than 10 people at a time to slow the spread of this coronavirus. We have now, oh gosh, I can't remember what the stats were. Paula could tell you because she keeps up with it, but I do know that we have had one, according to some information, one reported case of coronavirus in Tullahoma. One rumor states that It is a person that works at a Send Credit Union. Pretty much everything is shut down. The restaurants are now at curbside and delivery only. DoorDash is doing a heck of a job right now. I got some DoorDash food last night, and they will take no contact deliveries. She just leaves it on the porch for you, and then you just pick it up. Everything else, all the exchange of currency and all that is handled electronically anyway, so that's easy enough to do. And no church. The Catholic Church shut down the masses, at least until sometime in April. So that's where we're at there. So we're not going to church this weekend. I don't know what the panic buying is doing. The way I understand it, the panic buying has slowed down some, and people are starting to order their food, on Kroger using the app and stuff like that. And some of the stores are open and stuff like that. So everything isn't completely shut down yet, but we're getting there. Slowly but surely we're getting there. Lowe's had almost nobody in it today. According to my mom, she went and picked up a rose bush from my brother who passed away in May. So that's what's happening there. I taught several lessons today, and I have washed my hands thoroughly and sanitized. Everybody was apparently well, so we're all good there. I did, for the first time in my career, I did a remote lesson over FaceTime for a family that had prepaid and they wanted to continue. And I thought that worked out pretty good. With my vision, the FaceTime thing, it's hard for me to see the student's hands, so I can't tell if the student is doing it exactly right. But when I hear them play, I can tell they're at least playing the notes correctly. So I don't know how that's going to work, but I know that's going to work in some cases. So we're going to try that out. Anyway, that's what's going on right now. I'm probably going to... We've been staying home in the evenings. I haven't been going anywhere. So that's probably what we're going to continue to do for a while. So that's what's happening on Friday, March 20th, 2020 here with the whole coronavirus thing and my otherwise boring life. So we'll be back in a little bit. We'll give us a few more thoughts and talk a little about more stuff that's going on. Maybe we'll take a ride into town and see what's going on tomorrow. Okay, let's see. We are... we're rolling. Okay. All right, this is going to be the outro for this week. I just got done with my grocery shopping. There was a lot of people still in that grocery store. I'm just telling you. Mom and I did some buying because I've been hearing some rumors about states going into shelter-in-place protocols, and I don't know what that's going to imply for grocery shopping and whatnot. So even though I just did a major shop, I just did another one and stocked up on stuff, which I'm trying not to do any real panic buying. I mean, that's not fair to other shoppers. So I got what I needed for my family and tried to leave things on the shelf for people, but it's getting people are starting to take this business pretty seriously. I did hear that there was supposed to have been one COVID-19 case in Tullahoma, Tennessee, but then we get a report from our mayor saying that particular report was false. So who knows about that, but the Tennessee website still doesn't indicate that there is a case of COVID-19 in Coffee County. So that's what we have to go on for now. Anyway, I've got enough water, and I'm making, we're going to make a big pot of chili this week, and I'm going to make a roast beef. We're going to make some of those big pot kind of meals so that we can have plenty to eat. Let's walk around a little bit while we talk. Anyway, I helped Mom get her shopping done. There were still a lot of things in the grocery store, but people are buying things up pretty quick. And we're getting to the point where I was able to buy one package of ground beef, one of those Chubb packages of ground beef. That's all I was able to get. But interestingly, I was able to get two very good-sized beef shoulder roasts, which I'm going to put in the crock pot, along with some mashed potatoes and stuff. So we're going to have some good food. I'm going to share that with my mom and Paula and Haley. And we're going to have good food. But we were able to get that, which was interesting. But the ground beef is all gone, but each shopper at Food Line was allowed to purchase one pack. That was all they gave you. Still don't have any toilet paper or paper products at Food Line. That's just nuts. It's a good thing I bought extra. Hopefully the supply situation will start to settle down a little bit. I am personally beginning to be of the belief that we're not just going to be dealing with this in the short run. I think we're going to be doing this for a while. So I think I have no reason to say that, but states are beginning to impose shelter-in-place restrictions everywhere, and people are being told to close down their small businesses and stuff, which I'm really afraid for me and my situation. Hopefully, maybe we get that stimulus thing that the guys in Washington are trying to work out. That will help. That will help my anxiety considerably, because this is a major part of my income here where I teach music. I am trying to start offering some remote lessons from the studio, but that is posing some minor challenges that I'm going to have to work out. Anyway, that's what's going on around here for the week. Let's see, last week we started on March 14th and we went through the 21st. Other personal notes, let's talk about something other than COVID-19 for a minute. We celebrated our 31st wedding anniversary this past week. Obviously, our anniversary celebrations were rather quiet and subdued, but I still like the old girl, haha. Yeah, but yeah, we've been married a long time, and we are pretty comfortable with each other, and we're still going really strong, and still love you to death, sweetheart. I'd do it all over again. Happy anniversary. Sorry it couldn't have been much better. Just some crazy times, and we're going to get through it together. Our daughter is still living at home with us, and that's just fine with me right now in these times. My gosh, I'm telling you, I'd be scared to death right now if she were off in Nashville somewhere. I'd rather her be where she's at, where we can help her if she needs it. And my brother Dan, who passed away last May, is coming up on a year since Dan passed away, and this sounds really callous. I hope people will understand me when I say this, but right now with all of this going on and the situation he was faced with, I'm really glad he's up in heaven and not here. He's with the Lord now, and I am pleased that he's there and not dealing with this. This would have absolutely torn him up. I can honestly say that, and I'm just really glad he's where he's at and safe and away from all this crap. Well, guys, it's another week, and we'll get it started all over again here in the next couple of days or so. We'll give you another report about COVID-19 and anything else that we got going on. That's it for this week. Starting last week on the 14th of March, 2020, and going through today, which is Saturday, March 21st, 2020. All right, guys, take it easy, and we'll see you next time around.